Hello, guys. Welcome. Welcome to the live. Let me go ahead and pin a comment. Paste. Go. Pin. Welcome. Okay. Once you guys get in, let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from and how where you're watching from. And we will get right into it, you guys. This stream will be dedicated to teaching you guys about a skill that I've learned in March. And that skill is basically how to make sales on Amazon as a third party seller and how to literally start this business within a few weeks. Okay. So, this is something that I started in December of 2024 when I was literally looking for some extra income. Okay. So, by doing this, you guys, I was able to literally in my first month on Amazon make 10K in sales. And I was able to do a lot of things that I didn't expect in my first month. So this is a business opportunity, you guys. This is a way you can earn online with a reputable platform. You guys all shop, most of us shop on Amazon, right? So we all know it's a profitable platform. We know they make billions of dollars, and we know we give them billions of our dollars every single we not that we don't give them billions of our dollars, but we give them a lot of our money, right? Everyone on here is somebody who literally probably sells on buys products on Amazon. So if you're buying products on Amazon, it'll make a lot of sense for you to make some of that money back, right? It'll make a lot of sense for you to make some of that money back. So I'm currently at the place where I'm able to make more money than I spend on Amazon. And this is where you guys want to be. You want to be somebody who not only spends money on a platform, but you are able to get a piece of that pie back, right? Amazon made 600 over 600,000 600 billion last year. And that 600 billion came from consumers like you and me. So when you get to a space where you are able to literally monopolize and make money off of that platform because you're spending so much, this is what you want to do. This is exactly what you want to do. So this is something you guys, if you guys are looking to start this business, this is something you want to do around quarter four. Quarter four are the last 4 months or the last couple of months of the year, and you want to have your account set up to where you can start making those sales. You want to get into those Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and New Year's Eve, et cetera, et cetera. You want to make all those profits and sales. All businesses who are in e-commerce or sell items and goods, they are literally going to have a spike in sales during that time frame because everyone is buying products. Everyone is literally just buying things online and in store. So any um, business that sells goods is going to have a spike. Is going to have a spike. So if you guys are interested, you guys have any questions about what this entails, about how to sell on Amazon, you're going to want to sit into this live and let me know what your questions are. I am going to take Q&A. So if you guys want to know anything specific, let me know and we will get right into it, okay? We will get right into it. Let me go over a few key things before we start. 1 second, you guys. Let me put my timer on. Uh-uh. Hold on. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go. Okay, so a few key things about selling on Amazon, you guys. Let me let you know, because a lot of you guys probably have a lot of preconceived notions about why you probably don't want to do this. And I was the same way, you guys. This idea and opportunity was presented to me by a friend, maybe in 2020. Somebody told me that they were selling on Amazon, and I kind of turned the idea down. I said, you know what? That sounds good. That sounds great. And they told me they were making a lot of money. They told me they were making a lot of money that was literally benefiting them. I turned the idea down because I said I didn't want to do shipping. I didn't want to ship packages. I was too busy to be shipping packages. And look at me now. 5 years later, 4 years later, after they presented that idea to me, now I'm in a space where I'm literally doing the same thing that they were doing in 4 or 5 years ago, right? So I kind of feel like I missed the opportunity in a way to where I could have been doing this, you guys, a long time ago and making income. But because I didn't ask the right questions and I didn't know what this entailed fully, I literally let this opportunity kind of slip by the wayside back in 2020 because I didn't want to do shipping. Not knowing, you guys, there's a way you can make this happen without having to ship products. Okay. So if you are looking to become an Amazon seller, I'm going to give you a few things and I'm going to dispel a few preconceived notions you might have, okay? Number 1, to start selling on the Amazon platform, you do not have to have a business. You do not have to have LLC. You don't have to have an EIN. You don't have to have a business license, okay? So that's number 1. You can do this literally with your first, last name, and your ID. Your first, last name, and your ID is all you need to start this business, okay? So, like I said, if you guys are looking to do this, this is something you can literally start today. After this live stream, you can literally go set up your account, go to sell.amazon.com and get your account set up, okay? That's all it takes. What you're going to do is put your first, last name in, and it's going to match your documents, okay? It's going to match your ID. Amazon does need to see some of your identification just to make sure you are a real person that is trying to do something on their platform because you at that point you have access to their pool of buyers. So they have to make sure they are letting people in who are real people that not looking at SCAM, okay? So when you do that, you guys are going to use your first last name and it's going to match your ID and all of your other documentation. And you are going to then be approved as long as everything matches and everything is good. You're going to be approved with either that same day or within a few days of you putting in your application on the Amazon selling platform. Okay. All right. So you don't need an LLC, you don't need an EIN, you just need your first, last name, and an ID. All right. So number 2, you do not need marketing dollars. You do not need to market any products. And I'm going to show you guys an example of what that looks like. So when I say you don't need to market a product, I mean because you are selling products that people are already looking for on the platform. Okay. So when you are on the Amazon selling platform, looking for your everyday items, these items are already well known enough that they have their own push, they have their own marketing. So you're literally selling those same products, okay? Take for instance this supplement. This is ginger root, right? This is made by Nature's Way. So if I'm looking to buy that ginger root from Nature's Way, but I'm also selling it, I don't need to push the product because I was already looking, it's multiple people, including me, already looking to buy that product, right? So this is what you guys are going to really be doing. You're going to be finding products that people already are interested in, which is why you don't need to market it. You don't need to create content. You don't need to drop links about it. You don't need to tell your friends and say, hey, I got a product I'm selling on Amazon. You want to buy it? No, you don't need to do any of that because everything you sell is already things that people want to buy. Okay. The only thing that you guys would need marketing dollars for is if you were doing a private label type of situation where you were creating your own product and put it in on Amazon. And that's not what we're doing right now. We're talking about Amazon FBA, which stands for Fulfilled by Amazon, Amazon FBM, which means Fulfilled by Merchant. Okay. Amazon FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon, just means Amazon is shipping your products out for you. Amazon FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon, they are fulfilling your orders and shipping them out for you. FBM, which is Fulfilled by Merchant, meaning you are the merchant. You are literally putting your products and fulfilling them and shipping them out. So you have those two ways to do shipping. So if you don't want to be a part of the shipping process, I thought I didn't want to, but eventually I started shipping my own products out because I enjoyed it. I thought I didn't want to be a part of that process, but then I ended up liking shipping things out. I no longer work a 9 to 5, so I do have extra time to do things like that. I have time to ship out packages because I no longer work my 9 to 5 because of Amazon. Okay. So, um, you don't need to market. You don't need to put ads up. You don't need to push your product. You don't need to get on. You don't need to content create. All you need to do is find the right products and put them on a platform, and they sell themselves. Okay. Another thing we just talked about was shipping. Like I said, if you guys don't want to be a part of the shipping process, there are ways around it. You can have Amazon ship out all your products for you. Okay. You can have a third party fulfillment center also ship out all your products for you. It's all up to your preference. Your preference. If you're someone like me who enjoys shipping, you can also ship your own products out. It's up to you. And if you also want to take advantage of both ways, if you want Amazon to send some of your packages out and you want to send some of your packages out, you can do both. It's all up to you. Okay. So if that makes sense, I'm not sure if anybody's in the chat. You guys can drop questions and ask me anything if you guys are in the chat. Um, yeah, let me know if you have any questions. What was I going to say? What else do you guys need to know? I would say treat this like a real business, okay? You can start with a limited budget, like I did. I started back in December, mid-December of last year, and I started with about $300. $300 to get my initial items started, okay? That's all I had at the time. We were in the middle of the Christmas holiday season, so things were tight. I wasn't looking to spend a bunch of money trying something new at the time, but I was willing to spend some money, okay? Because I wanted to see if this worked for me, especially before the new year. So this was something that did hit for me and it worked for me within that small time frame. And so after I saw that that $300 was beneficial for me, and I literally was able to buy a $7 product in a retail store, $7. And I had 300 to spend. So I was able to buy multiples of that 300 of that $7 product. So I bought a $7 product and sold it on the Amazon selling platform for $39.99. Okay. And I did that over and over again. Also, my second product was a $15 toy. I bought this from a retail store and I ended up selling the same product for $75 on the Amazon selling platform. Okay. So this is an example of what you can do and how you can make this work for you. A $7 product brought in the store that I could buy multiple times because this was a product that I can just go pick up whenever I wanted to because they had multiples and I had multiple of this store in my area. And the $15 product was the same way. I was literally able to buy multiples of this product over and over again in the store, and I was selling it for $75 at its highest on Amazon. Okay. So this is how I'm able to do it. Some stores that you are able to shop at as an Amazon seller. So there are three ways you can do this. There are three business models when it comes to selling on Amazon. And if anybody's in here watching me, you can drop your questions at any point, and I will answer them. Hold on. You can drop, and let me put in the name of where you're going to go to get your Amazon account started, sale.amazon.com. Okay. So that is there for you guys if you guys want to go ahead and get your account started. Also, well, we're going to get to the community in a minute. I do have a community if you guys are interested in learning this start to finish. Everything is literally going to be laid out for you as if you were somebody in the kindergarten and didn't know what you were doing. This is how I explain it. But I'll get to that in a second. So there are three ways to find products. There are three ways to run this business model. Okay. You can do something that's called online arbitrage. Online arbitrage is basically when you are finding items, profitable items that you can flip online. Literally, that's all it means. Online arbitrage. So you're looking for products you are able to make a profit from online and you are flipping them and putting them on Amazon, okay? So there are plenty of stores that you guys can do this with. You can do this with places like Walmart, Target. Um, there are multiple there are multiple platforms that you can find products on and flip them online arbitrage. And I do have a list of those places in my community. If you guys want to join my community, I give you guys a list of stores that you guys can go to and find products for a cheap price and flip them because they're selling higher on Amazon already. Okay. So that's number one. Online arbitrage is how you're going to do this. Number two, okay. Another thing you're going to do is another business model you're going to adapt to is retail arbitrage. This is when you are literally going into the stores, you are finding products for a cheap price, and you are flipping them for higher. Okay, so back again, Walmart, Target, Ollie's. If you have an Ollie's in your area, Big Lots, if you still have a Big Lots in your area, places like Roses, if you have a Roses in your area, TJ Maxx, Ross, so many department and discount stores that you guys can go into and start looking in certain sections, like the clearance section, book section, the electronic section, toys. So there are so many ways you guys can start making this work, and you can do this in store or online. Okay. So online arbitrage, if you guys are listening, is when you are finding products online and flipping them. And then I have a list of those places you can go online in my community, about 51 places you can go. And then I have a list of retail stores. If you want to go retail and do this in person, you can find products that are selling on the Amazon app or on the Amazon platform. You can find these things cheaper and then flip them when you go into the stores. Okay. All right. So a third way that I do this is called wholesale. And this can you can start this as you grow and you as your business starts to grow. Okay. So I tell my students, like once you make your first $500, you guys want to be funneling, putting that money back into your business, which means the money that you profit, put it back into your inventory, put it back into your business. And what I like to tell my students is that look, start wholesaling, start buying, start getting connected with wholesale distributors, people who are literally making the having these items where you can buy them for fraction of the cost that you can buy them in stores, but you can do it in bulk and you can do it tax exempt. Okay. So in my community, I have a resource where you guys can get your business license and you can get your resale certificate. And your resale certificate just means that you are licensed and allowed to resell items in your state and you won't have to pay taxes on it. Okay. So that's all that means. So with that resale certificate, you will need one to get wholesale distributors. You will need to get access to their opening accounts with them. You will need that resale certificate. So what that means is you got to have that set up before you start working with wholesalers. So I have a multitude. I have about 100 list of 100 wholesalers in my community and in Canada. I have 100 in each of those state countries where you can literally start to sell on Amazon with those suppliers. You can open up those wholesale accounts, and they range from different niches like toys. Some do health and beauty, some hair and makeup distributors, some health everyday items, kitchen, all types of things, clothing, shoes, all ranges of types of items that you might want to purchase. Okay, wholesale. So that's what this is about, you guys. If anybody is in here and you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. And at this point, I'm going to show you guys what my community looks like, where I'm teaching you guys how to do this from scratch. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to show you guys, actually, before I do that, I'm going to show you guys an example of what selling on Amazon looks like for me. I'm going to give you guys just a one product that I sell and tell you guys how I do it. Okay. So this right here, this is an exercise band. Okay. This is an exercise band that I bought directly from the distributor. And I bought this for about, it's going dark. We're going dark. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I bought this exercise band for about $3. $3 from the distributor. I bought this in bulk. I bought a lot of them at one time. $3. This same exercise band that I bought for $3 is selling on Amazon for about 19.99. So this is how you're able to make those profits. Okay. So people ask, how are you able to make profits? You got to make sure they make sense. even with the shipping included, okay? So, and I'll show you guys what an example of that looks like as well, making sure you are profiting from your items before you purchase them, because we are not blindly buying items that we can't sell. Okay. Amazon does have a policy for new sellers where you are not able to sell any and everything you want just starting out. You are not able to sell any and everything you want just starting out. You are able to sell certain brands, certain categories that they allow you to. And once you start making more and more sales, like once you get up to 100 units plus sold, they will start trusting you more and allowing you to sell more products, more brands on their platform. So that's how that works, you guys. It's a trust factor with them. You are somebody new on their platform. They don't know you. So they have to make sure you are trustworthy before they start opening up all of the categories and brands for you to sell. But there are millions of brands you can sell as a new seller. And this is where I come in at because I help you figure that out. All right, so we're going to share our screen. So you guys did see this is one of my products that I sell and make profit off. I bought this $3. I sell it for $19.99. All right. And that's just an exercise band. So you can sell multitude of things. Okay. My first two profitable items were toys. One was an electronic headset and one was a doll. Okay. So let me show you guys what this looks like. I'm going to share my community and show you what it looks like. All right. So if you guys can still hear me, this is my community. It's called the Prime Seller Blueprint, okay? The Prime Seller Blueprint. For Prime, Amazon Prime, you guys, Amazon Prime Seller Blueprint. All right. So this is what I created for people who are looking to learn how to do this business. Okay. So if you have no knowledge about what this is or how to do this from point A to point Z, this is where you're going to want to be if you need the detailed help on figuring it out. Okay, so each module is something different. So this one, the first one is a welcome module where I'm telling you guys hello, welcoming you, showing you how to use the community, showing you how to keep it safe in the community. The second module is telling you how to set up your seller account from A to Z. Okay, just give you guys a brief, I'll show you guys briefly what it looks like. Okay, teaching you how to set up your seller account, telling you how to answer the questions, individual sellers, personal sellers, individual sellers, or if you're doing this from a business account, walking you through the whole dashboard. So each and every time you click one, it's a new lesson and new module, and I'm showing you from A to Z how to set your seller account up. Okay. All right, I'm teaching you how this works, whether you are learning about Amazon FBA versus Amazon FBM, which is, the two shipping, the two ways to ship. I'm losing what I'm trying to say, but you get it. Also teaching you the different types of products you can sell, and basically in a nutshell, how you get paid and just how everything on the Amazon selling platform works in a nutshell. In this module right here, tools and software, I'm giving you guys a list of tools and software that I use to analyze products, and I will soon give you guys an example of the tools that I use. One of them anyway, that I use to analyze how to find products, how to analyze products, and things of that nature. All the tools that I use and product sourcing. This is going to be a big one. So in this one, I'm teaching you step by step how to find products, how to search them, and I'm doing a lot of this in video form, okay? This is not going to be a whole lot of reading. It's more videos and resources for you to use. But how to source products, how to sell products. I mean, how to source them, basically where to get them from. I'm giving you a list of the retailers, a list of online sellers, where you can find those products from. And I'm telling you the ways that I'm able to find them, like reverse sourcing, storefront stalking. These things might not make sense to you now, but as you get into this process, you will learn what I'm saying. Getting ungated is just basically you are opening up different categories that you can sell in. Like, let's just say you're not able to sell clothing because you're a new seller. I'm teaching you how to get ungated in certain categories and brands. All right, how to list your product. So once you start buying your products, once you find your product, you're going to list your product, put it on the Amazon selling platform. And I'm teaching you step by step how to do that, how to list the product, how to calculate profits, how to set competitive pricing, and how to do automatic repricing. So listing a product is not just about putting it on an Amazon seller platform and watching it go. It's going to be a thing where you have to strategically price it. And this is where this module will be important. Shipping and fulfillment. There are a couple of ways to ship and fulfill your items. Like I said, we talked about this a lot, but I also give you guys the shipping, how to get your shipping materials and everything you need to start this business. How you're able to do it for cheap, free, or you can do a net 30 account where you're going to get your items in 30 days and you can pay them. I mean, you can get your items immediately and pay them in 30 days. So I show you where to go to get your shipping items. I show you how to fulfill and ship your orders when they come in and the different ways to get that done and how to make sure your shipping speed is up to date, all of those things, okay? Account health, how to manage your account health and protect it, how to stay compliant with the rules and regulations of Amazon, because the last thing you want to do is be making money on Amazon and then get your account banned or suspended. Okay. So if you want to stay out of trouble, which you are going to want to do, you want to go ahead and pay attention to this module right here. It's going to keep you and save you from loads of trouble. And also, when if Amazon was ever to get rid of your account, it's going to be hard to get that account back, really, really hard. So I give you guys resources on what to do if your account ever got in that situation. And I give you guys sample letters if you ever got any complaints, what to say to them, how to, kind of smooth it over. Returns is going to be something that happens when you're selling products. It's just inevitable. You will get returns if you're a successful seller. And I'll show you how to mitigate returns so you won't get as many and how to manage if you get illegitimate returns, people saying that they should be returning something that they shouldn't, you're going to get your money back from Amazon if that ever happens. And I teach you exactly the process on how to do that. How to win a buy box just means how to get sales, okay? How to get the most sales out of whichever item you are selling, even if other people are selling that same item. That's all that means. Wholesale, you guys, like I said, I give you guys a list of wholesalers in the community, a list of wholesalers, a list of liquidation, a list of wholesalers, a list of liquidation sellers. And I also show you what resources you can use to go ahead and get your resale certificate so you won't have to pay taxes on your items that you are reselling. How to manage your profits, you guys. This is self-explanatory. When you start making money, it's going to come and it's going to come quick. I want you to reinvest a lot of that money back into your business, especially as somebody who's new to doing this, so you can make more and more money and keep your business going for as long as possible, right? So managing your profits is going to be something that you need to do. I do give you guys resources in this tab showing you I give you spreadsheets on how to keep track of your inventory if you want to do it manually. And I also give you guys spreadsheets on how to keep track of everything that you're spending, everything that you're making, all of those things. All right. Business funding and credit. I give you guys a list of resources on what you are going to ways you can literally start this business on a budget. Okay. So let's just say like you were me, you had a $300 budget, and that's all you had to spend. If you guys wanted to do more than that, I recommend it. You can do 1,000, you can do 2,000. If you want to do more than that, you can do more than that. But let's say you don't have the money on hand. This business funding and credit module right here is teaching you where to go, what credit cards you can possibly get, what personal loans you can get, how to apply for a business loan to make this work for you. Because if you want to start getting income back, you're going to have to start putting some income into your business. This one right here is going to give you a list of ungated products. Ungated products just means these are products you can sell right away, and there should be no restrictions as a new seller for you to sell these certain products. So this is what this is going to show you it's a list of products you can immediately purchase and resell right away. So you can just start seeing that this works and you can make some of your profits. Zoom replays, I do Zooms every Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST, where I answer you guys' questions. And if I have something in mind that I think you guys are struggling with or you guys need help on, I just go ahead and teach you guys in this Zoom. And then you get to ask me anything you want on the Zoom call. This is where the Zoom replays are housed. And we had our first Zoom last week, last Wednesday, okay? So, another thing, if you guys are in this community and you want to search up a specific term or a question that you have and you don't know where to find it, you can use this search bar right here, just like it's Google. So let's say you are having a question about how to ship. So you can go shipping or just ship. You can literally type it in and everything related to shipping will come up. And as you can see, there are 4 pages you can go ahead and go through step by step to see if your question is in there. If your question happens to not be in there, what you're going to do is go ahead and reach out to me via this message chat right here individually. Or you can go, let me show you, to our community. When I say this is a community, I absolutely mean it. So this is where you can go to ask for help. You can ask for help here. And you can literally drop your question here, okay? You can share your wins in the share your wins tab. I have somebody already in here making income, which is great. Because we launched this a week ago, you guys. We launched a week ago. She's been in for about a week. We launched this about now. It's been about 10 days, 10, 11 days. She's been in for a week and she's already making income. Okay. So she says, feeling good. I'm new to selling things on Amazon, but I wanted to share with you all that I just posted my items on 8/13, and by 8/14, I've already received 3 orders. That's amazing. For somebody who's never done this before. She's never had an Amazon seller account. She's never had sold anything online. She's new to business. She's new to e-commerce. She's new to sales, okay? So she says, don't be afraid to go through the whole course and take imperfect actions and reach out to India which is me, with any question because she has proven that she's available and here for us anytime. All right, thank you, India. Can't wait to keep this momentum going. Now, I love to see it. So my students have already proven that this is a place that is making them income. So a lot of other people are getting their seller accounts approved and everything like that. And here we just discuss general things. Anytime I drop any new products in the ungated tab, I will let you guys know. I give you guys tips on sourcing. And you guys get to ask questions. And if you guys want to ask me a question specifically, you can go here. If you don't want the whole chat to see it. So this is my community. And let me go ahead and take this, stop sharing and see if we have any questions. All right, no questions. Okay. Um, Other than that, you guys, I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like to, I'm going to show you guys an example of what it looks like to find a profitable product on and analyze it. All right, so I'm going to share again. Okay, so this is one of the softwares that I use right here. It's called Seller AMP. Okay, so this is how you analyze which products are good versus which products are not good when you are trying to find products. You want to do this analytics. You want to do the analytics before you buy products, not after. So before you buy the product, you're going to analyze to make sure it's something you should be selling so you don't waste any money. All right, so as you can see, this sells 20,000 times a month, meaning you don't have to put any marketing dollars, advertisements into this to make it work. All you are doing is literally finding your product, flipping it, and making the sale. Okay, and you're doing it repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Okay, so back when I was selling this item a few months ago, it was $250. I purchased it for $250 from one of my wholesale distributors. I was selling this for about $14 at the time. Well, right now it's listed for $12.39 because it looks like Amazon is the one on the buy box, which is Amazon's the one that's making the sales right now on this item. All right. As you can see back then, I would have profited at 803. Okay, 803. And that's minus the shipping too. But shipping shouldn't be a lot. And it depends on how you send it. Okay. So this is showing you everything you guys need to know, start to finish, if this is a good item. This part shows you how many other people are selling it, FBA versus FBM. Okay, so if I'm sending this FBA, I will get $4.13 back, meaning Amazon, if Amazon's shipping it for me, I'm not paying for the well, I'm paying for the shipping, but it shows up as 413 because Amazon is shipping it out for me. If I'm shipping it out myself, it shows as 803, which means I'm shipping it out myself, but I have to subtract the amount of money that it takes for me to ship it out, which is a couple of dollars, maybe 4 or 5. All right, so if that makes sense, I'm gonna stop sharing and see if we have any questions. Any questions? Let me see. And if you guys are interested in joining the community, I have pinned the link to the description, and I also pinned it to the chat. You guys can get in, you guys. It is right now. Let me see how much it is right now. I think I have a sale still going on. Let me make sure. And if it's not, let me see. Yeah, right now, you guys, it's $100 off. Normally, it's $297. Right now, it's $197 for anybody who wants access to the community. You will learn from start to finish, especially if you are somebody who's new or has had an Amazon seller account but just not seeing the income, just not being able to find products or make sales. This is somewhere you want to be. This is somewhere you want to be to figure that out, okay? So don't just let your Amazon account sit and collect fees and pay the fees and everything like that without having some real guidance and someone teaching you how to do it. For me, back when I was learning how to do this, I did try to piece together this information myself, and it didn't work as well as I needed it to. So after I got a coach and a mentor and a course to help me out, I was way more successful than trying it myself. This is not to say you guys can't do this yourselves. You guys can figure this out yourselves. You definitely can. But for the people who don't have the time to do all the research to figure out all the moving pieces, because on Amazon, it's a lot of moving pieces. It's a lot of things you need to know. And it's a lot of things to research before you start. And yeah, so if you guys don't have the time to do that, like I didn't, if you don't want to prolong it with the research phase and you want to just get right to it and learn step by step what you need to be doing, this is something you can literally get into my community and start making sales within a week or two. As you can see, one of my students is a week in. She's a week already into the community and already made sales, already made 3 sales. And this was a few days ago. So if I check back in with her today, who knows how many sales she's made. All right. So, like I said, this is something that's like a week, 2 week process if you are really, really, really focused and ready to make it work, make it happen. But this is self-paced. If you guys are needing time to do this, you want to get in and then figure this out on your own time. I'm not here to rush you. I'm not here to make you, do it any faster than what you have time for. But I do want all of my students to make sure you are prepared for the holiday season and for quarter 4. All right. That's what I do want to make sure. All right, so I'm about to have to get off. I do have a Zoom with one of my students. She is already in the community, but she's having some technical difficulties, and I want to help her get that figured out. So you guys, when you guys are having really, really hard, tough times with certain things, and it's just something we can't figure out over chat, or we can't figure out in a Zoom call with all of us in it, which is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. Sometimes I do make exceptions, and if it's something really dire, I make sure you guys get that problem solved. Okay. So I'm going to end the stream here. If you guys, like I said, once I go, I will leave this will still be in the description link. You guys can get access to the community with this video. It's going to be in the description link. Once you guys join the community, and pay the fee, I will automatically let you in and you can start learning immediately. Okay. Come in, say hi if you want to, and introduce yourselves. Okay. All right. So I will see you guys later.